Just when you thought that you took down a beast and it will no longer rear its ugly head, if you slice down a Hydra, two head comes in its place, and Collective Shout is one of those heads. The thing is, there are a lot of people online that are actually impeding and stopping a lot of people from enjoying a video game, now even movies and TV shows. Collective Shout is one of those groups, and it's basically a group of middle-aged Karens with nothing better to do with their lives coming in and saying, hey, are you enjoying this video game? Yeah, that cannot happen is because there is a good-looking girl on it, or there are adult themes, or even something that can potentially even be skewed as over-sexualization of a specific character. These women or these bored housewives basically have nothing better to do than destroy people's good times by saying that we don't like this kind of stuff. It's because we have nothing better to do. And I'm saying it again, is because these are literally the people who are ruining these video games, movies, and TV shows by having them being more censored and more filtered because they're trying to protect little kids, right? At least this is a guise or disguise as a movement to protect little kids. This is a Trojan horse we're talking about. They're talking about, we're going to protect little kids. Here, we want you to do this. And then the government says, okay. And then they completely remove a specific thing or start censoring things altogether. Most recently, this comes to us from PC Gamer. itch.io denies hiding one of its 2024's best games from search results amid the payment processor crackdown on not safe for work games. Says it's been de-indexed since 2024 of October because it doesn't meet our indexing criteria. So Mouthwashing isn't a gooner game. It's not even a game that over-sexualizes any of the characters. It just has some adult themes. But the thing is that this game has an adult themed or sexual content related topic that basically made a lot of these Karens very upset, and it was de-indexed on itch.io. But the thing is, this is not just on itch.io, it's also on Steam. There are a lot of games on itch.io and on Steam that has been removed. Hundreds of games have been removed because of this payment processor thing and not just being de-indexed from itch.io. Now, this is an actual thing that they said right over here. If you scroll down, while it ostensibly targets rape, incest, and child abuse games on Steam, itch.io corrected hard in the face of the potential threat, saying last week that it had to act urgently to protect the platform's core payment infrastructure and ensure game makers on the platform, those whose content didn't offend decency crusaders in Australia, that is, continue to get paid. So basically, they were threatened, hey, if you don't remove this game from itch.io, we can potentially debank you. Is because these people, the Collective Shout group, went directly to not just the publishers, not just the developers, but they went directly to the source, which is the payment processors. And this is their statement they came out with earlier today, I believe yesterday. Steam campaign timeline. In response to false claims and misinformation about our campaign, we're setting the record straight. Some have asked why we involved payment processors, and others have claimed we are responsible for itch.io removing all not safe for work content. And this is bold right over here. We raised our objection to rape and incest games on Steam for months, and they ignored us for months. And this is an actual big W for Steam because screw these people, who cares? And I'm glad they didn't. But these ladies had some kind of, moral compass that they wanted to do. They wanted to push for it because they think that they are right. Will somebody please think of the children? Shut the fuck up. You guys don't care at all. itch.io de-indexed one of the games, Mouthwashing is because you thought that this game was too scary or it was considered a game that you didn't like. It's because it had adult content or adult themes on it, which is fucking retarded. Now it says, we approached payment processors because Steam did not respond to us. So they went directly to the payment processing such as Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal, basically saying that you don't want these games. You don't want your payment processing to buy adult games, right? We're trying to protect children here. The thing is that if a kid, a 12-year-old or 13-year-old kid that already has their Steam account I guess, under adult guidance or adult protection, and somehow we're able to buy a game using the parent's credit card, such as mouthwashing or any other adult related games, it's not the payment processor's fault, nor is it Steam's fault. It is the parents' fault. So why are you punishing everyone else around the world just because it's the parents' fault that they didn't do a better job parenting their kids? But I digress. Let's continue. Sorry. We called on itch.io to remove rape and incest games that we argued normalize violence and abuse of women. itch.io made the decision to remove all not safe for work content. Our objections were to content that involved sexualization, violence, and torture of women. So mouthwashing is one of those games that showed a woman who had, I guess you would say, PTSD because she was sexually assaulted or sexually abused in a prior engagement, right? But the thing is, this goes even further. VPN has surged all over the UK in the past months is because of this bullcrap. VPN use surges in UK as new online safety acts kick in. So there are a lot of apps. I've seen several screenshots on the internet saying that even certain websites or certain articles have been deemed, I guess you would say, not safe for work, and you would need a identification verification in order for you to actually access these things online. Now, do I believe that young kids or early teenagers should have I guess you say unmonitored access to the internet or even social media? Absolutely not. But the thing is that this is going a little bit too far. They're using this thing as a act against perversion, and we're trying to save the kids. They're using this as a Trojan horse to basically scare a lot of people. I guess you would say parents that don't really take care of their kids. A lot of parents give their kids iPads and just, here you go have fun. And they, I guess you would say, use the internet and YouTube or whatever social media thing that the kids are using, use that as a parenting tool versus actually parenting them themselves. And they basically allowed a lot of this to happen. And this has been happening now in the UK. But this has actually reached over here in the States. Rep Jim Jordan, this is one of our representatives in the Capitol. UK regulators threaten American companies with censorship. We will be monitoring Rumble's position carefully. So they're not just going after their own, they're going after everything. They're taking this fucking worldwide. Fucking Mr. Worldwide here going, oh, this is crazy, man. I don't get it. And they're basically using this as a distraction. They're using this, not distraction, but they're using this as a disguise, right? It's because this is not actually a good thing. It's because if you're going to involve a lot of things that are going to be censored, who dictates what is okay and what is not? Who dictates what is considered safe for kids to be online? Collective Shout would be one of those people. They will go directly to the payment processors. They'll go directly to the source and say, hey, we're going to debank you if you have something that we don't like. So mouthwashing is one of those games. We have a lot of other games that have been delisted or de-indexed from these gaming services now. And they're not just going after video game characters. They're going after movies, anime, TV show. They're going after advertisements. They're going after big box stores such as Target and Walmart. They're going after perfumes. So this is not just isolated in the video game sphere, but it started here is because they think that, hey, we shouldn't have games that actually over-sexualize women. We're actually trying to save people here. We're trying to save little kids here. And please, someone think of the children. I'm getting freaking heated just talking about this. I think this is an extreme overreach by this company. And of course, you guys already seen it. They have gone protected. They've blocked my personal account. And I think this is absolutely another Sweet Baby Inc. kind of deal. I think that we should come out collectively and shame them to no end. I think we should let them know that, hey, we don't want this kind of stuff. And the fact that we have Rep Jim Jordan actually talking about this is actually massive. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Collective Shout is actually overreaching here? The fact that they're actually going to the payment processors such as Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal to basically block or get things delisted and get them removed from, I guess you say, the public eye? Shout off in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe to this channel, and we will see you guys next time.